What's up guys, Nomad Gaming here bringing you another episode of step-by-step builds. In this episode we do a nice family suburban home. As you can see by the title, it is for a family that is a family of 4 plus a pet. So we're going to have 3 bedrooms and 2 bathrooms and one little sort of like a guest toilet downstairs by the living room. So what I did was when I was doing this build, it really started to look a bit too big. It just looked out of proportion and it just didn't feel right, so I downsized it a lot. And then what I also did is I also took it off this lot, because the lot that I bulldozed here was on a 40 by 30 lot, I think, and then it ended up being too big. Like, I would have had so much extra room I didn't know what to really do, because I'm not doing like a mansion build or anything. I'm just doing a normal duplex home. So what I did was I built the shell, as you can see that I'm busy doing now. I built the shell, and then after I was done with the shell, I think I painted the shell as well and put some doors and windows, and then I actually ended up moving the lot to a smaller lot, still in the same neighborhood, just a 30 by 20, and it actually ends up being much better, because the 40 by 30 lot was just way too big, and it just was the house just looked out of proportion. This house is a bit bigger already, because it needs to fit a family of 4 inside of it. So I didn't want to have such a big house. Like, my vision for the builds in Willow Creek weren't well for this area, except for the area in Willow Creek where those big mansions are. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the normal area in Willow Creek. I didn't want huge houses in those neighborhoods. I wanted it to be normal family size homes, but unfortunately for this video I had to do a house that was a bit bigger, because obviously I made a bigger family that's gonna live here. So, but once I start doing landscaping and start furnishing and stuff, it actually all sort of comes together in the end, and it actually ends up looking nice, especially when it's off this big lot, and then it's on a smaller lot where it's got not less room, but it just fills out the space more. Because if I had to make this house any bigger, it would have really looked weird, because it's not meant to be like that. So hope you guys like this build. If you do, don't forget to leave a like and comment down below, even if it's negative criticism. I just want to know what you guys think of my builds and what you guys have been thinking of my step-by-step build series so far. I do have a few videos. If you guys are new to my channel, you guys can go check them out straight after this video. I do have a playlist on my channel called Step by Step Builds, and you guys can go check it out there, literally from the first build, and you guys can let me know what you think of my style. Well, you can't really say what you think of my style just yet, because the style that I'm building here is like suburban family homes, so I'm not doing anything modern or anything like that. So that will come into place when I do homes in other worlds in the Sims 4. But just let me know what you think of my overall general building style, and is my landscaping good, or do you like the way I furnish the houses? So just let me know, guys, below. Even if it's negative, I'm not gonna get mad. I'm not gonna reply ugly. I'm gonna take your criticism into I'm gonna take note of your criticism, and I'm gonna use it to better myself in my further videos. So now we're just busy doing the landscaping. So I added a little fountain by the front door. I just thought, because I didn't want every home to sort of look the same, because when you're building neighborhoods like this, the builds sort of starts to look like they're repeating one another, because they sort of they don't have to look the same, but they've got to have the same style. So I wanted to shake things up a bit and just do a fountain outside this house by the front door. It doesn't mean to say that because this family has a fountain that they're like super rich or whatever, but they obviously do have a little bit of more money than most people in the neighborhood, like in the smaller starter homes, because they're obviously a bigger family, and they obviously need more money to live, and maybe the parents have got a good job, so they just bought a home where they just decorated nicely outside, and they decided to add a fountain. So and then I stuck with my signature type of outdoor like sunroom area. I know I've added that on quite a lot of my builds, but I really like it so much. It's so beautiful, and it adds so much to the outside, like with the landscaping, with the flower bushes around it, and to the inside of the kitchen. It adds so much light, and it's just so beautiful. So with these type of houses, I will be keeping to doing the sunrooms in them, and then obviously when I move on to like more modern builds, I will obviously change it up a bit. So it's just that I'm busy in Willow Creek, so I'm trying to just keep it similar. I don't want everything to look like all different styles on each lot, so I don't want my walls to look too crazy. So just finishing off with a little swimming pool there. Going to finish off the landscaping, just add a few little flower bushes against the wall over there, and then I add one tree in the backyard with a barbecue pit and outdoor seating for the family to sit and enjoy the outdoors. And then I'm going to move into the inside, which really turned out really nice. Once again, the kitchen and dining room is my favorite build, and I also like the living room. In regards to the living room, I was a bit unsure what I was really going to do in the beginning. Like I was just placing furniture just to like fill out the room and then see what I was going to do. But in the end, it actually ends up looking really great. So yeah, and I just added the umbrella seating so that the family can sit there with the umbrella over the table. I was going to do the normal wooden picnic table type vibe, but then I decided no, let's rather add the umbrella table there, the covered table. So I'm just about done with the outside now, and going to be moving on to the inside of the build. And I'm just going to be putting some saucer lights in just to light up the place. And then the only place where I add different chandelier is above the dining room table, which is what I always do. I always add a chandelier on top of the dining room table. I just think it adds a nice feature. It just completes the dining room section. So I went with this light sort of wood flooring from Cats and Dogs. You guys know it's my favorite wooden flooring that I have in my game so far. And then just a normal tile from Spa Day in the guest bathroom and in the parents' bathroom. And then I just change it up a bit, adding just a blue tile from the base game into the shared bathroom that the two siblings are going to share. I do make the siblings' bathroom blue, even though one of them is a girl. The color scheme that I felt I needed to go with, and I went with it. So then just adding a nice neutral color at the bottom, and on the top section, the passageway on the top section, and then the bedrooms I do paint a different color. The parents' room I give a nice sort of light green. The little boys' room I give a nice blue color, and then for the girls' room I think I end up going with either a light pink or a peach color, like a peachy pink color, for her bedroom, which actually works out being very nice with the furniture that I end up putting in there. And then I'm just quickly putting the tiled wallpaper in the bathrooms, and then I noticed that the shrubbery was coming through the wall there, so I was just trying to fix it, but for some reason you can't really move. You don't have so much freedom even with move objects on in certain areas. I've noticed in certain areas of the builds, like especially if there's like counters in the way or something's leaning on something, and you even put in like free placement, it either like moves a little bit free and then it just snaps to whatever's closer, or it just can't move at all, which is really annoying. Like if you're gonna make a mode where it says free placement, then it should allow you to free place the item, not half free place. Then they should say half free placement. So just a few things that sort of irritate me. This build it really took me a while to sort of get this build done, and I had to like stop my recording a few times, because normally when I'm in manage worlds and I'm building, I don't have a cash limit. Like there's no money, it just shows that infinity sign. But for some reason lately in a few of my builds, and I haven't done anything different, I manage worlds, evict a family into the household, click on that house, build a family, move them in, and then click on it again and say build. And then normally when it goes in, it shows the infinity sign and I can build as much as I want. But in some of my builds, I do that exact same process, but then when I click build, it takes me in like normal, but then it's got the family's budget there for some reason. And then so in this one I didn't actually notice I didn't actually notice it, and obviously the budget was only like 20,000 or something like that. So I was busy landscaping, and then all of a sudden I couldn't place anymore, and I was like, what's going on here? And then I noticed, there's no money. So I had to stop the video, go out, go through all the loading screens, go back into the family, put the money cheat in, because it won't allow you to do it in manage worlds for some reason, and then save again, go through all the loading screens, go back to manage worlds, go back in and push build. So I almost didn't upload today, to be honest with you, because I was just like, you know what, if this is what's happening, it's probably a sign that I shouldn't even be uploading today, I shouldn't be doing a build today. But I had to just pull myself together and do this build because I didn't upload yesterday. I took a bit of a break yesterday, so I just knew to myself, you know what, I can't miss 2 days in a row. I've got to stick to what I need to do, stick to my goals. So I just pulled myself together and finished off this build. So the living room starts to come together when I add sort of all the other furniture items. I've never used these couches before. I just thought that they would really go nice with this. It's like a nice family vibe type, homey type sofa, if you want to say that, with all the cushions around. Of course, I don't build with CC. I only use the content that is created by Sims, because obviously I play it on the console, so I can't really get CC on the console. So I don't have access to like custom content, sofa pillows and rugs and different rugs and all this other stuff that you guys use in the PC version of the game. So I have to sort of build with what I've got. So maybe sometimes I just use different furniture to not keep my furniture items the same in each build. I just use different items just to shake things up a bit, and it actually ends up working for me. Like, I just feel that there's more than enough content in The Sims 4 to not use CC, but that's just my personal opinion. So I'm not knocking anyone that uses CC, it's just my own personal opinion. The only custom content that I personally would use if I had access to it would be hairstyles and clothing items, because that for me is another issue. But we won't even go there. But in any way, that's the only type of custom content that I would use if I had to have custom content in the game. So I'm just finishing off the living room with a nice little bed for the dog that I made for this build. If you guys obviously don't have pets, you can obviously just delete that item. It doesn't really take much space, so you can just delete the item and just add maybe something else in that corner, maybe a nice plant. And then the way I put the bookshelves lately, I've been putting them in like a diagonal type view, or diagonal view. So normally in the corner. So normally I would just put them straight against the wall, but I decided to just shake things up a bit and like put it sort of like at an angle, and it ends up filling more space in the room, so the room doesn't look like it's got empty spaces, and it actually ends up looking really nice, especially for screenshots. It looks really nice. It doesn't just look like all the items are around the wall and you only have the sofa in the middle. So that's how I decided to do that, if I can. If the room is structured in a way that I can't do that, then obviously I won't do that. And then I'm just finishing off the room with a nice painting, and just putting a paint in there, and I'm just going to put a little pot plant just to finish off the living room. Then we're going to move to the little entrance foyer, where I'm just going to add a little coat hanger and a few more decorations, and then we're going to head to my favorite room, the kitchen and the dining area, which is definitely my favorite build. Not my favorite build, my favorite room of the house. So really awesome, and I hope you guys are liking the build so far, and that if you like the build, don't forget to leave a like and comment down below, guys. Don't forget to leave your comments, and also subscribe to my channel over on my Twitter channel at NomadGaming6. I've posted a tweet that says that I'm almost there with my 100 followers, my 100 goal of followers on Twitter, but I'm still quite a way from the 100 followers, 100 subscribers goal, sorry, on my YouTube channel. I only have, I think I've got 30 or 32, I can't remember now. But I've either way, I'm still very far away from the 100 mark. So if you guys could please hit that subscribe button. Of course, not forcing you to hit it, only obviously if you like the content that I do. Hit that subscribe button, and don't forget to share the video with your friends, just to help me promote my channel, get it out there. I am a starting YouTuber. I haven't been a YouTuber for that long. I think I've been a YouTuber for about 2 months now, so I haven't been in the game that long, so I'm relatively new. And of course, obviously, starting a new YouTube channel, especially in today's world where social media and everything is just like skyrocketed, it's a bit difficult because there's a lot of well-known YouTubers and gaming YouTubers already out there, so it's difficult to sort of get your spot amongst them because they've got like all the followers, all the subscribers, and people like their content, so the odds of someone clicking on your new YouTube video or another high ranked YouTuber's video, it's the odds really are against a new YouTuber. So I just would appreciate all your guys' support in just getting my channel out there, and just watching all my videos and leaving likes and comments and subscribing. It'll really help my channel a lot, and I really will appreciate all your support. So just adding a few little decorative items to the kitchen. I wanted to put those hanging pots there, but it just would have been too much and would have looked like I'm just placing stuff for the sake of it. And I normally like to add a little pot plant to my in my kitchen, just to show that, like, just to add some green, some life to the kitchen. And then I'm just looking for another little flower pot just to put next to the basin, just to fill that spot over there. And this is what I was talking to about the free placement. And then I don't know if it's just like this on console, or if you guys get it on PC as well, where it says free placement, but it just snaps to the closest thing, which that doesn't count as free placement. So it's like it knows it's on free placement, then all of a sudden it changes to the full tiled placement again, and it's really annoying. So in any way, just putting a carpet down just to finish off the kitchen area. I end up sizing down 2 carpets of the same pattern and just putting them next to each other just to fill that space, and it actually ends up working really well. I just needed to change the camera angle because the light was sort of in the way and it wasn't allowing me to put the carpets close together. Then this little sunroom type area over here, I was struggling like what to put there. Like, I didn't know if I wanted pot plants or my initial thought was to put a table there, but then I thought having a table there and then the dining room also in the same room is going to be too much. Like, that's going to be overboard. So I decided to leave it until I was done with the dining room, so I can see sort of how much space I have left and what I could do with that section. So I just end up going with a normal glass dining room table, and then I was just looking for the chair that I used there, that I put down there. It's not that I disliked the chair, I just thought maybe I could get something a bit better, but I just couldn't really find anything that went with that table and that fit the style of my house. So I ended up just using those chairs, and then the decorative items that I put around it actually end up working really nicely with the type of style of table and chairs that I used. And then I used this nice hanging chandelier from the movie stuff pack, and if you see, it adds the sort of like like it almost looks like a LED light type vibe that's going on there. And it actually once the dining room is done, the lighting that chandelier provides, actually it sort of gives like a different color and different mood lighting to the dining room area, which I found really, really awesome. And then I just put a little rose as a centerpiece. Maybe it came from the roses in the vase there on the kitchen counter, so just wanted the little centerpieces of the flowers just to match a bit. And then I just went for plain white curtains in the dining room area, and then I end up just putting I think I do a little wall decoration. I put some wine bottles on the wall. They come from Base Game. It's just a normal wine rack. on the wall. Very oddly shaped, like I haven't seen a wine rack like that in real life. I have seen wall-mounted ones, but not ones that look like that. That just looks like the wine bottles will sort of fall. And then what I do here is I put these two sort of weaved type chairs in the sunroom area, or this section where I call it a sunroom. It's not an actual room, but I just don't really know another name that would subscribe describe it that well. So just add a little chairs. Like you can sit there and have coffee, or just chat and get some natural light and some warm sunshine. And I'll just add a little chalkboard just to finish off the kitchen area. And now we're going to head upstairs, and the sort of passage area, I add another one of these woven chairs, and just add a nice pot plant next to it, and I add a little carpet. And then on the other side of the stairs, I also end up adding just a pot plant and a little painting to the wall, just to sort of fill out the space, so it doesn't look like when you walk up the stairs that it's just empty until you go into the bedrooms, because I find that it doesn't really look that great, and it just looks like you didn't really put so much effort in the build, and just you didn't know what to do there, so you left it blank. So now we're going to just finish the children's bathroom. Like I said, I did stick to a blue color, even though one of the children is a girl. But I mean, it doesn't mean because the bathroom's blue it means it's only for boys. It's just the color scheme that I felt like going with. It just one that I felt that fit. You guys are obviously more than welcome to change it. This build is available on the Sims 4 gallery. You guys can just search Suburban Family. That is the title of this build, and of course it will be under my creator ID, which is Nomad Gaming 94. And you guys can download this build, and you can make any changes that you want. I mean, you can redo the bathroom if you want to, if the blue really bothers you. But other than that, I have been seeing a lot of support on my gallery with you guys downloading my builds. I have seen a lot of support there, and I'm just so appreciative that you guys are downloading my builds and putting it in your lots. And you guys must let me know in the comments, or message me on Twitter and let me know if you've kept the builds the same, or if you've made any changes to it, because I'd love to do some house tours of builds that I did that you guys maybe changed. That would be really fun to do. So let me know if you guys have either kept it normal. Obviously, then I won't do a house tour. But if you have made any changes, then I'll end up doing that. So just a little basic room for the boy sim, I guess you can call him that. I'm just gonna make the curtains match the bedding. I've got a nice little desk in there for my first pet stuff. And then in the teen girls room, I end up putting a because obviously I couldn't fit a desk in here, and also I didn't want to put that little kiddies desk in here because it would just look really weird. Like that's meant for a kids room. So I end up putting a hamster cage from my first pet stuff. I end up putting a hamster cage in there. Maybe she's got a pet hamster. So even though they've got a pet dog already, I just felt like maybe that is a nice item to sort of fill out the space. And it actually ends up working really nice, and there is enough space for it, and make the color obviously match the room. So nice little hamster cage in there. I've never used it before. It's the first time I'm ever placing it. And then I've got a nice fashion clothing rack there from the Machino, however you pronounce it, stuff pack. And I'm just putting some fashion posters on the wall there, because maybe the teen girls, obviously she's into fashion. Then I'm just looking for that framed magazine, and that ends off the teen girls room. And I'm just going to do the obviously the master bathroom. So add a nice big corner tub over there for the parents to use. It's not obviously no shower in this bathroom, just that nice corner tub and just the normal sink and toilet, and just a few little obviously hand soap and the toothbrushes and some hand towels. And I did add laundry baskets into this build, but I didn't add a washing machine. So you guys can just add that when you download. I'll probably add it if I play with this family a bit in my spare time. I'll probably add a washing machine somewhere in the build, or maybe just add that little hand scrubber, that hand washing tub, or just delete the baskets. The baskets are really there for show. I know you can get a laundry basket for that's not usable. It came with the base game. It's just a closed laundry bin. It's not usable. You can't use it to store your laundry, but it's for like decorating. So you guys can always change it with that. The parents' room I made very basic. Didn't add too much to it. Just a very basic room, and I put a few little decorative items on top of that wardrobe. But yeah, so if you guys like this, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe down below, and don't forget to follow me on Twitter and download this from the Sims 4 gallery. And now we're going to head to the screenshot. So a nice screenshot there of the front of the house with the fountain area. There's just a little close up of the nice fountain area and the rose bushes on the side, and a nice screenshot of the back with a pool overlooking the back door over there. See what I mean, how the living room looks. It all looks nice and placed together. There's the beautiful kitchen there with a nice little sunroom area, and then the dining room. Look how nice that chandelier makes the lighting there, makes it a whole different vibe in the dining room, even though it's in the same room. So guys, don't forget to leave a like, and don't forget to follow me on all my social media. I'll see you guys all in the next video. Bye bye.